Yeah, I'm just waiting on my buddy now. He's going to join in any minute.
Right here.
What's going on, Josh?
How's
Gosh,
it going, gentlemen?
how's it going?
Beautiful day.
Oh,
Beautiful day. It drops. I'm pretty happy.
Yeah, I saw your guys' drop videos. Looks like y'all did all right.
Cool.
yeah.
I couldn't believe I got the whole first set on retail price.
It's awesome.
I got
It's a
pretty
good
good
one to
luck.
have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the rabbits kind of killed the bank a little bit, but I had to have them.
Right.
They're pretty cool.
Yeah.
How'd you do, Chris?
Man, I think having my video recorder on and recording slowed me down. And then I looked too. I didn't even notice my kid has another recorder he uses for TikTok that was on in the background. So I didn't get either of them. And that's probably why. So this time I'm definitely going to turn those off.
Definitely.
Yeah, I get that. Unfortunately, I couldn't, participate as much as I would like in these drops today. This morning I had an appointment that I couldn't miss, and I wasn't available for the second drop, but that was fine.
Yeah.
I was able to have a great time today. That's all that matters.
Yep.
So I need that red rabbit for sure.
Yeah, that looks cool.
But
Yeah,
one thing's
definitely.
important, guys. Family first. So take care of your
Of
obligations
course.
before
Of
VeVe.
course.
So, but VeVe's great. Don't sleep. I'm telling you.
He's a family on its own,
I'm
Yeah.
gonna be 2 more drops this weekend too, I think.
You think 2 more on top of the Mondo?
Ooh, I think 1 more on top of the Mondo at least, maybe 2 more if we're lucky.
I hope so. I'm hoping. That would be
I think
nice.
they're gonna hit us tomorrow with a medium. That's gonna be a banger.
Yeah.
And there's something crazy.
Yeah, people are saying that maybe Sunday's drop will be revealed in the metaverse. You got to search around for the Easter egg or something.
Okay.
I'm waiting for that to open up any minute now.
Yeah, they said that it
Man.
was going to be soon. They did say that. So
And they said it's gonna be open all the way until the 25th.
That's right.
So we'll have some time to explore and find some cool stuff.
I'm excited about it.
Definitely, definitely. So Chris, which post are you going for tomorrow?
I'm definitely going for Back to the Future because I have the full DeLorean set. I have the full hoverboard set. That's my favorite trilogy ever. So I have to go for the poster, no doubt.
Definitely. Did you see the secret rare Jaws?
Yeah, I saw David Yu's Instagram posts about it. He
yeah,
keeps
that was
saying
nice.
that it's happening, but I still haven't seen it come up yet. I think it's going to happen.
I hope so. If that is, I'm definitely shooting for that one. I think.
Yeah, I still want to go for Bill and Ted's though, because they just announced that license that they're going to have Bill and Ted figurines. So it'd be nice to have the posters to go with those.
And a new movie, I guess, coming out. I think it was this year or
Yeah,
early
I
next
just
year.
watched it the other day.
There we go.
It's pretty
So
good.
it's already out. Keanu Reeves too. So that opens up to John Wick, and everybody loves John Wick.
Yo, if we can get his puppy, he'll be all right. I'm telling you.
Don't touch the puppy. Get the assassin rabbit right behind him.
Yeah. So I've been slacking a little bit, guys. I need to set up my showroom, and I'll upload that to you guys pretty soon. I'll get that in there. But I'm having an issue. My showroom is crashing every time I pull it up. It's pretty upsetting. So I know I have a lot of collectibles in there, but I don't have too many. Like I'm very, very small on a large scale, realistically. Like,
If your phone's full, your memory on your phone's full, that might be causing that.
There you go.
huh. Okay. I'll definitely take a look into that.
I'm waiting to set up my showroom until the new one comes. Now I don't even want to go through all that until that if the new one pops off, I'm gonna want to put all my stuff in there.
Dude, hours that it can
Well-
take to set that up.
I know.
Well, they did say that it's the exact same dimension, so you can just update your current showroom and it will be exactly as it was prior,
I didn't know that.
just with
Nice.
the new layout. So
That's pretty
That'd
cool.
be interesting.
yeah, that's gonna be nice. I think they have some pretty good plans in store for us.
Oh, no, definitely.
You guys do a lot with your vaults. I can't really do all this stuff that everybody else does. It seems like it would take forever.
Yeah, at first I was about it. I
Yeah.
wanted to share it. I wanted to get my vault out, show all my pieces.
Yep.
And then I think it was the hoverboard drop. Actually, I was like, you know what? I'm done. I've seen everybody putting like the Batman Who Laughs riding it. It's like, yeah, I don't have that much patience. No way.
Yeah, I tried it for a little bit. It was too much work for me.
I got some pieces in there that are, you might see a Mike Mignola on a
Right.
Pitbull hoverboard just floating by Superman or something,
That's dope.
you know. So,
Definitely.
but it was definitely nice what people were doing with like the Batgirl. I definitely had to take that and use that hoverboard. It was pretty cool.
Definitely. Yeah. Supergirl's she's a good piece. They did a good job with her.
Oh yeah.
Thought the face was a little bit beat up at first, but she kind of grew on me.
That was the first ultra rare I got in a drop was that Supergirl. So that's one I
Oh,
like a
yeah?
lot. Yeah.
Sentimental piece.
Yep, for sure.
I don't blame you at all, man. I'd be all over that.
How long
Yeah.
have you been in this VeVe, this VeVe gig? And how many collectibles do you have, if you don't mind me asking?
Sure. Yeah, I'm pretty low budget. I feel like I got in kind of late too. I think my first drop was Ultraman. And I always tell the story that like before the first drop, I went to the Discord for the first time and I was a noob and they all told me to reset my app 5 minutes before the drop start, was a big meme because of course, if you do that, you can't get back in. So I got nothing on Ultraman drop. But that was my first one. And then right now I have 38 collectibles, but I'm all about getting the set. So I have 7 sets. I'm putting sets together.
Nice,
I have
nice.
three Da Vinci Pride posters, so that's my thing right there. I got number 190, so
Okay,
that's my retirement fund right there.
There you go,
nice,
man.
nice.
That's crazy to think that, one of these NFTs can be a retirement fund for some people.
Oh, we can.
I seen a video, a Rizzo can be a house, a down payment on a house. It's mind blowing.
Absolutely.
Just to think, $50, the $100 you spent on the Givenchy poster can turn into that big of a profit. Insane.
When people find out about it, they're gonna flock to it.
Yeah, definitely. Like, guys, it's gonna blow. It's gonna blow. I'm actually pretty mad that I sold a Pride poster so I can get a backstab Labbit, but
It's a good one too, though.
it's a
You
good
got it, man. Look at Ultra Red Dragon Girl. She's at 2K.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. No, and I really like. Oh, wait, I want to update this, and I'm gonna put a poster out. I just need the assassin though, to that backstab.
Yep.
I'm telling you, but I did get a hunter, so
Nice.
Nice. Yeah, that was pretty good.
The one I wanted the most was the Necronomicon, the Book of Dead, and I didn't get one, but I went ahead and bought one for 328 gems because that's one that I feel like it's going to be worth a lot.
Definitely. I feel like all these, you always have the hype after the drop where everybody, FOMO. Everybody's like, I gotta buy it, whatever the price is. I think these are actually gonna go up more in a week or two. You're gonna see the prices blow up.
Especially with that CE label.
yeah, dude. And these are
Definitely.
low mints. Like, think about it. This is like half of what the Ultraman. What the Batman from season 5 is limited at.
The Magnolia Ultra, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, same thing with the Supergirl. Like,
Yep.
they're getting very, very low. So, and this is a
And,
Comic-Con exclusive.
Yeah, people are trolling the ultra rare hunter, the rabbit, because it's like a knockoff Kozik I've been seeing. But just having that CE tag is gonna probably surpass a Kozik on its own.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if it
888 minutes is probably going to go up to like 1.5 thousand pretty quick, I would think.
Yeah, it's right around 900 right now, floating.
is it. Yeah, I think right after drop was like 850. But man, to think that somebody can 8 times what they put it in for 9 times makes
Sweet.
people pretty happy.
Yep.
Yeah, and when you're explaining it, it's like, what? You could do this? How fast?
Oh, yeah.
You sure?
Yeah. You can turn $90 into 800. How? No way. Get out of here.
And that's what it is. You gotta explain what it is. That's the hard part.
And then you have the people that say, oh, so it's like a flat sticker on your phone. It's like, no, it's not a sticker. It's like an actual figure. But some people just don't get it.
You don't understand blockchain type technology, then you probably won't get it.
Oh man, you trying to explain a blockchain, a ledger?
Yeah, really. Good luck with that.
On thousands of computers. How?
How? That's not possible. Get out of here.
Centralized. What is that? It's funny. I saw an Ashton Kutcher video the other day with Mila Kunis. I tagged them both in it. And it was like, "Hey babe, what's crypto? Hey babe, what's Ethereum?" It was mad funny.
Nice.
So what do you guys think that, if we can stick on Comic-Con just a bit, what do you think happened between, Marvel and DC dropping out of Comic-Con in total, as well as what happened with Comic-Con and Future Tech Live?
I know for sure that Marvel Studios dropped out like a couple weeks ago, and that's what everybody keeps talking about, and even the DC movie label did. But Marvel Inc., Marvel Incorporated, they're still involved. There's still Marvel panels going on, so there's kind of some confusion there about it. But with VeVe, I think some people said that it seemed like it wasn't VeVe's fault, and they kind of got screwed over. But if they say that, then they won't seem professional, so they just have to act like they're taking the blame, because they can't really say anything about it because they don't really want to give the specifics. So it makes it seem like if they gave the specifics, they'd be pointing fingers at somebody, and that's what they don't want to do.
Yeah, and I feel like they're dealing with some pretty big names, so they don't want to
Right.
have any bad blood.
Yeah, sometimes like I see in a comment, you just gotta take it to the chin.
Yeah.
Just keep going, Then you got the people who, I mean, Omi dropped from 0.0032 to 0.0028
Yeah.
after that announcement, like 20 minutes. It was crazy.
Yeah, but it bounced right back.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Nice.
people just overreacting.
Yep. I don't think people could have sold out fast enough of all their other cryptos to buy in. They're like, "Oh, I missed it." It was like 3 minutes. Oh, geez.
Well, then Hello K just posted up a video too, saying that Omi's gonna be stakeable throughout the app. I mean, we all pretty much already knew that, but
Yeah.
he elaborated it.
I had the Master Collectors Program information in it too for the first time.
Definitely.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, it did. So
Oh, I need to take a look at that.
yeah, it's not long. I think it's like 15 minutes maybe.
Okay, I'll watch
less.
that.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
Okay.
Yeah,
At least some good info. So what made you get into VeVe when you seen it? What made you say this is the thing that I'm gonna do?
Well, I was doing baseball cards where I would buy vintage baseball cards and sell them, and I would always sell them in Facebook groups because you could go into the particular genre of whatever card you're selling. You go to 60s or 50s, and I'd sell basketball cards too. And when I went to the basketball Facebook groups, every once in a while somebody would post Top Shots, and after like the third or fourth time, I'm going to check it out. So I checked out Top Shot, and I liked that a lot. And of course, I got into it at the worst time possible, right at the ATH of everything. And I learned about NFTs though. So I started researching NFTs, and I found VeVe pretty quick. So I went straight to VeVe and was like, hey, these are licensed NFTs and they're really well made and the community is awesome. So that's why I went for it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Definitely something good that you dropped into your lap there.
Yeah.
Like you said, you're gonna have a retirement. You'll
Right.
be chilling pretty good,
Got lucky, looked into it.
Yeah.
No doubt.
How long have you been doing baseball cards?
Now, I've been collecting off and on pretty much all my life, but not very seriously. But I have this small baseball card shop in my hometown that I always went to as a kid. And then after college, I went back there. He's an old man and he needed help. So I started part-time working for him for a couple of years. And I was learning a whole lot about it, even though I wasn't even collecting myself. But then when I got into eBay, I've been doing eBay for like 10 years. That's my thing, just buying stuff and reselling for a profit. I started getting into cards, and cards started to blowing up. Man, the market was really hot for a while. And I just happened to get in at the right time. So really about the last 2 years, I've been buying and selling those. And I built up my own little collection of autographed cards where I send them off to the players and get them signed. This is kind of like my long-term hold right there on those. I have like over 250 1958 tops that are signed by the players on the cards.
Wow.
Which is
That's awesome.
pretty cool to me. So
Nice. Yeah.
I buy and sell the rest of them. And right now I'm pretty much selling all of those and then taking that money and putting it into VeVe and digital collectibles, kind of moving my physical collection into a digital collection.
You must know a lot about rookie cards, right?
Oh yeah, I'm all about it.
So I also seen a comment earlier today comparing, the phase of VeVe we're in right now to rookie cards. How do you feel about that statement?
Yeah, FA first appearances of rookies. When I describe it to my brother, I'm like, I got the Superman rookie, and I don't have a Batman rookie because I stole it like a dummy. But that's what I call them.
Nice.
Okay.
And do you think those are going to be the pieces that take off?
Oh yeah, definitely first appearance, and I can't wait till sports NFTs get here and they get the first appearance. Those are going to be rookies, and then you can try to match up the jersey numbers with the serial numbers.
Oh, I can't
Definitely.
wait to get this Tom Brady. First appearance, Tom Brady. I'm from New England, so
Well, I'm from Indiana, Indianapolis Colts, and Peyton Manning, so we don't like Tom Brady so
Manning.
much. Yeah, he's
hey,
been whipping our butt for 20 years.
numbers don't lie. I'm
It's true.
sorry.
He's the GOAT. Gotta admit it.
Yeah, but no, I think it's gonna be a really good space, you guys. It's gonna be
Absolutely.
very
Yeah.
nice. And I think the world's just finally starting to see how big of a you can't escape this. You know,
Oh, yeah.
just like the big banks are too big to fail. This is too big to fail. It's inevitable. The Federal Reserve is making a coin right now for crypto. So they're not missing the boat. Wait until they get their NFT. Oh, you want this bond? Boop.
Right.
So it's really good, guys.
Can't wait to buy the first government NFT. That'd be interesting.
Imagine that. George
That would-
Washington wooden teeth.
You gotta put it in a cold wallet and just like make sure it has no access to anything else, because
Oh, for sure.
you never know what they'll be trying to track you for.
It's insane.
You never
Definitely. So what made you want to open a YouTube channel or start that up?
Man, that was really just kind of on a whim, just to give people like tips and stuff from my Facebook groups. Before then, I wasn't really doing Discord much. I was all about the Facebook groups, and I would be giving them tips, and I was like, let me just put it in a video and show it to you this way. And I started doing that, and I wasn't getting like a whole lot of followers or whatever. But when I did Clockgate, it kind of blew up and everything. And I was like, all right, I guess I'll try to do the YouTube thing. And it's been pretty fun, and I get a lot of positive responses from it. So I've been enjoying it. So I've been keeping up with it and seeing where it leads to.
Nice. So that actually leads me to my number one question I've been dying to ask you. How did you find Clockgate? I'm sure you got that asked that plenty of times.
Yeah. People were whispering about Clockgate every once in a while for at least 3 or 4 weeks before I put that video out. And whenever we'd have the AMAs, I would always be in that general discussion. I wouldn't get up there and talk or anything, but I always be in there and say, when are they going to fix this? Is this real? And there'd always be 2 or 3 people that would pop up and say, oh, that's not real. That's fake. Or they already patched that. So I didn't even try it for myself. But then when it was coming up to the Supergirl drop, and the drop before that was the Dragon Girl Ultra Rare, I really wanted to get one of those. They're worth a friggin' lot, and I had no chance. So then I was like, all right, let me try this myself, because I mean, it's an easy trick. So I gave it a try, and it actually worked. And I was like, man, all this time, these dudes have been getting all this stuff. And then if I go and start getting the stuff myself, great for me. But these dudes are still going to keep getting all this stuff. So screw those guys. I'm going to give it to everybody, and then they'll barely get any if they're lucky. So that's what I did.
Yeah,
I actually remember
that day
seeing,
in Discord.
I remember seeing that in
Man.
Discord too. And I seen
You were-
VeVe Vault, VeVe Vault.
Oh,
I was like, who the hell's this VeVe Vault guy?
Also,
So
I
when I
remember talking
over to his YouTube channel, I was like, this dude is real for just exposing what everybody's doing right now.
Yeah, I put that out there, and a lot of people give me credit for it. But if it wasn't for Cavell and Poor Man Printing, when they put it out, they used my video too and gave me credit for it too. So that's why people know me for it. So they should get credit for doing that as well.
Yeah, shout out
Oh,
to
definitely.
shout out Poor
Definitely.
Man.
And Poor Man. Yep. Those dudes kill it. They're very knowledgeable as well. That's awesome. So how do you feel that they took away the Clockgate function when you had to manually do it to your device and kind of gave it to everybody now? You positive about that?
Yeah, I think that's what it is now. And I've been trying to do the same tricks like the Clockgate 2.0 as usual, but now with that timer, it kind of throws it off a little bit. And I don't know if it's exactly the same or if the button works the same. Like beforehand, when you did Clockgate and you push the buy now button, you would go into the attempting to reserve queue, and then you would get kicked out. And now you don't go there. So it works a little differently, and you still got to figure out the timing perfectly. That's why I'm doing the new thing where I'm button mashing and lining up the error button and then just button mashing right through it, because that's
Wow.
the most effective thing right now.
I actually tried that today and I got lucky with the ultra rare hunter rabbit. So I was
People
stoked.
say it's been working well.
Yeah, I mean, I was worried at first I was gonna hit the cancel button, but it
There's
goes
no
right
cancel
to the
button.
captcha.
They
Yep,
got
just
rid
goes
of
right to the captcha.
Yep.
Speaking of the captures too, the first drop today for the idols, I only got one capture.
A lot of people said they didn't get a capture.
Yeah, I mean, out of four, I didn't get three of them. Only got one.
I guess it's some bug they need to fix or something. That's not good. Some
No,
people,
definitely not.
people are be able to get more NFTs during the drop if they don't have to go through the capture.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But we'll see how it works. I mean, that's probably why I got so lucky, honestly. Plus, I had my wife helping me, so shout outs to her. But
Nice.
she definitely did help.
Shout outs to the lady.
Real one,
You know, real ones.
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, no, but it was a pretty intense time in Clockgate. All these rapid changes are just crazy, honestly. Like, I don't know how you're keeping up with this ever evolving realm of VeVe, but like there's so many methods and techniques every other day. Like, oh, this is gonna work, this is gonna work. Like, honestly, I'm not sure. But during this drop, one of my phones, because my girl had her phone right next to me, I was like, oh, are you gonna get it? Her phone was like, perfect timing. My phone changed right at 30 seconds. It put me to 22 minutes. I was like, no way. No way.
Dang.
I was
Nah,
like,
cool.
I'm looking at this phone. I'm not on Clockgate. I'm on automatic time. Nope. I was on the AMA last night. I'm not sleeping.
Wow.
So, I don't know. But I just closed out the app, reopened it, and I was able to get my Camo Rabbit, not Labbit. So it
Closed
worked.
the app and reopened it in 20 seconds. Nice.
20 seconds, bro. I almost shit my pants. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I probably would have too. I'm surprised you kept your composure.
Yeah, that's good.
I didn't.
Yeah, didn't. Oh, that's nice, man. Crazy.
Yeah, that
So
recorder is lagged me. I think next time if I turn that recorder off and I use an Ethernet adapter now, and I've gotten really good results for 5 drops in a row. I got sub 1,000 ultra rares or whatever I was going for. So if I get back to get into that Ethernet adapter and I turn my video recorder off, I'm sure I'm going to get back to getting them too.
So how does that work for you? Do you use the check my speed like before you plug it in and then after?
I tried to check my speed and I get the same results from both, but then I also record it going through some screens with the Ethernet adapter and without it and put them side by side. You can definitely tell the difference.
Really?
Okay.
That's good to know. I was wondering if that's even something that people should still look into right now to see if it helps.
It'll help, and some people it won't help. It depends kind of on if your phone connects to your 5G Wi-Fi. Here I have 2G and 5G mesh, and my phone will only connect to my 2G, but when I hit the Ethernet adapter, it goes to 5G.
Nice.
Yeah.
I see you sitting on that.
So, real quick, what kind of internet speeds are you getting with that 5G?
I haven't tested them in a long time. I'm not sure.
Okay, I was just curious because like, man,
Everybody's always asking about the speed. I don't even check the speed. I'm just going side by side. Whichever one's faster, I'm going with.
cool.
Usually
Makes sense.
hardwire is always better than Wi-Fi.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I am
So,
out in Indiana though, so I might have slower internet than some people.
So what's your 5 to 10 year goal? I know you said that you have 7 sets right now and a very good, selected collection. What are you planning to do? Are you ever gonna, just bulk buy 100 fins one day?
Let's see. Well, I'll tell you what, I do have a lot invested as well into Terra Virtua, and it's one that I would still be super early into. Like the stuff I have would be the Rizzos of VeVe if that ever blew up. So, if that blows up one day, I might move, I might be able to make a lot more off of that. But if not, I'm going to stick with the Marvel, the superheroes. I don't really go for like the guys that I don't know very well. I even sold my Death because I don't know that character very well. I'm keeping the stuff that I know, like Back to the Future. I love Back to the Future. So I'm more of a collector where I'm keeping the stuff that I like.
Okay.
I like that.
Yeah.
A lot of people follow the hype and they just try to keep what they think's gonna shoot up,
Right.
To flip. But it's nice to see that there's actually somebody out there that's doing it for their own pleasure.
Yeah, it's the stuff I like.
That's awesome.
Thanks.
You definitely don't do that.
I think we're gonna see a lot more of people showing that it's just gonna be that the stuff that they like that they're going to collect, because if we do, 4 drops a week, 2 a day on Tuesday and Thursday, or Tuesday and Saturday, whatever the case may be, to make everyone happy. It's going to be, you know, I don't know how many people can actually afford this, because
You gotta make a
realistically, like,
decision.
we're blessed to be in this country, but a lot of people is not making as much money as a 9 to 5er.
Yeah,
So
without a doubt. I mean, it kind of gets to a point where I feel like they should just release one medium for the whole week so people can kind of plan out their budgets and say, all right, well, I really like this drop on Thursday afternoon, so I'm gonna skip the 2 on Tuesday and just kind of go from there. Because
yeah,
I feel like a lot of people right now like the flippers. So it's all right, what's the ultra rare? How many gems do I need for that? Let's hope I get that ultra, flip, and get the other 3 ultras. And then they just call it a day. They kind of
Yeah.
ruin the experience for everybody else.
Sure. Yep. You're right. That would be
Yeah.
nice if we knew what was coming ahead of time.
That's why I was figuring, for this weekend, they just dropped one big article. Here it is. Here's all the knowledge. Plan it yourselves. Good luck, everybody. But I'm scratching my neck. Just I can't wait to see what's coming out for Sunday. It's going to be a banger.
They were starting to give us some pretty good info, but it's kind of rough not knowing what's coming out Sunday whenever you have to decide how much you're going to spend on Friday and Saturday.
yeah,
Dude, I was looking at the Blue Rabbit today, and it was 340 gems, and I did not want to pull the trigger. I felt so uncomfortable.
Yep.
But in what's going to happen to it by the time Sunday comes and they release the article? Could it be 500? Then I'll be kicking myself, wishing I just paid the 340. But it's definitely not fun to have to debate that. Same thing with tomorrow. I'm hoping the poster is only 2x on the marketplace. Some tell me it's gonna be a little bit more, but even that's kind of a big pill to swallow.
That's true. I think it'll also depend on how good Sunday's drop is when we find out, if we find out what it is. If it's something really, really big, then prices are going to be lower. People are going to be scrambling for gems.
True.
yeah. There's a lot of scrambling going on right now, honestly.
I'm sure.
Definitely. I mean, I'm hoping it's nothing too crazy. They already said it's not going to be Marvel, so we can count that out.
Yeah,
I just wonder what else it could be that can be on that par. I was hoping for serial killers. Probably not going to be serial killers, but
I was thinking it was going to be Star Trek because I know they already have that Enterprise made, and Star Trek is one of the biggest things that was being featured at Comic-Con. So I thought maybe that would be in the works.
definitely.
Well,
Excuse me. Sorry.
No problem.
I think that it's going to be I think it might be DC, because honestly, they've been saying that DC is going to be their biggest sponsor at Comic-Con for quite some time. So
I think like a Batman Black and White series or a DC comic book would really, really cool.
yeah, definitely. Action Comics #1. Who
I wish.
they've been talking about comic books, a lot in the past 2-3 weeks. So
Yeah, especially at Comic-Con, that's a perfect time for it. But man, that would be a big drop. People would be scrambling for gems super fast for that.
yeah, I'm trying to buy some gems right now, bro. I can't find no one. Everyone's a flake. It's crazy.
Yeah, I sell gems for people sometimes in my Discord. I mean, it's really easy. I get rid of them super fast, but right now everybody's looking for gems and nobody's selling.
Yeah. But hey, what can you do, right?
Yep. Buy them from the store, I guess, or sell an NFT you don't want to sell. That's the worst.
Yeah, it's tough. Like what do you end up selling? That you're not gonna kick yourself so much in the end of the day.
It's kind of one reason why I like having sets, because once I have a set together, I know I'm not going to sell it as something out of my set, break my setup. It like locks it in there.
Yeah, but if you have some doubles from the set, it's like, oh, am I
Yeah.
gonna sell that?
Yeah.
If you got like 2 or 3 mics or something, or like 2 Joes.
Right. Doesn't hurt to sell one.
Yeah. So it's especially when you, like you said earlier, you sold a Todd and you're like, damn.
Sold it for 352 right before it blew up. I had it for the longest time and it was at 300 forever. And I was like, oh, it's at 350. It's going to come back down. And then it just blew up right after I sold it.
Yeah, I feel like that's gonna be the next Joe. Like Joe's coming.
Yep.
Joe's coming. And people are like, ooh, people are slacking on like everything from season 1. Like I don't have any unicornos at the moment, but after Comic-Con, I'm gonna definitely try and pick up a few if I can with the
I think
remaining
unicorns are
gems.
really good, especially with that low mint that they all have. They're really well priced for how low mint they are.
Yeah, like that's very easy entry fee for anybody who wanted to get
Yeah.
into Comic-Con and buy something on the secondhand market. They're not paying $200, you know,
Right.
for a rare Ultraman. So
How many collectibles and
Right.
fits do you guys have?
uh let
I'm
me
sitting at, I think like 120.
Yeah, I'm always the small guy.
I got I'm at 131.
I'm at
Nice.
122 with 16 sets right now.
So did you guys get in early? When did y'all get in?
I got in, I think April. My first drop was the Krypkins.
Oh, nice. All
I
right.
got in March, but I didn't make my first purchase until like, oh man, April or something like that.
Really?
Pretty sad.
Yeah.
Oh wow, the Krypkins actually came out in May. So I started in May then.
It's not that long ago.
Oh, definitely not. I thought it was further away, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I put a bunch of money into, like I said, a little bit into Terra Virtue and a bunch into Zed Run, that digital horse racing game. And I
Yeah, I
tried
heard you
really hard
talking
to
about that.
I try to get really good at it, and I put a lot into it, a lot of money into it. I did a lot of trading and stuff. And at one point, I had, I think, 4 or 5 horses, and I just gave up and I traded them off for a Cleopatra and another Pride poster. And I was like, I'm
Ooh.
done with this game.
Mm. How much
And
was that run? Because I heard there was only a certain amount of horses, and you can race them and breed them. So
you're racing against people who paid $30,000 or $40,000 for their horse, and you expect to beat them. It ain't happening.
damn.
That's insane. So what do you win from those races? Like real life money?
Yeah, you pay an ETH entry fee, is the Ethereum, and you win Ethereum, the top 3 horses.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
That's not bad.
Not if you don't
it's
win.
a great
but
idea.
it's like gambling for online gambling.
Yeah, kind of.
And that can be very dangerous for some people.
Yeah, but it gets into like breeding, so you gotta figure out how the breeding system works. So it takes a little bit of skill.
Definitely. That's interesting.
Yeah. So quick question, guys. Just want to quickly go to something else. What are your thoughts on the VeVe verse? Like, what would you like to see the most out of the VeVe verse?
Well, it sounds like it's going to be kind of like the defunct land type where you have to buy land. I'm not too excited about having to buy land. It seems like it's going to be expensive. But besides that, the VeVe verse, having your own house with your own vault, and then you can have vehicles that drive around to other people's vaults. I mean, I do a lot on Oculus Quest. Me and my kid both have one. And we have like VR chat where you go into portals to other people's rooms and stuff. And I can definitely see it being a lot like that. I would love to be able to walk through my own vault in virtual reality and look up close at my collectibles and stuff.
Definitely. I'd like to see some utility out of the Back to the Future stuff, the hoverboards. I'd like to have somebody that can, avatar that can get on it and actually control the avatar and bring it somewhere. The little mini map in the corner or something.
Yep.
Even the DeLorean, if I could type in some coordinates, the DeLorean can take me there. I think that'd be pretty cool.
That'd be awesome, racing each other. But in the future, being able to rent stuff out to each other is pretty exciting too.
Definitely.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be really nice. So
Kind of crazy.
what I'm looking forward to is, so as you mentioned, it's gonna be similar to like the Central Land, and if you can buy and sell land or buy and sell collectibles, I would love to be a broker in the VeVeverse myself, because I do some business transactions and I coordinate deals and set those up. So I would love to, hey, if you need a real estate broker in the VeVeverse, bro, I'll sell you your museum. What's up? Let me know. Ray Fixie, you need a spot, bro. I know you're a real estate mogul. Hit me up, bro. I got you.
That'd be awesome. I know some people are stocking up DeLoreans and Ecto Ones, and they say they're going to open up a dealership in the VeVeverse.
Oh, that would be nice. Honestly, I want to open up a racetrack myself.
That'd be cool.
I got a few really good ideas. I'm not sure how much I want to divulge right now. I might save some for some other future videos as we get closer to that day, but I would definitely love to do some really nice things. If anyone wants to race me, I'm down, bro. I'm gonna open up a racetrack at least. You
Yeah, I
know,
feel like
Ecto ones versus DeLoreans.
if you can do a racetrack, if they can do like what they were saying in the AMA, I think last week with the Golden Gate for Superman, if you could do like engine upgrades and stuff like that, that would definitely make it interesting.
Yeah, if you know a lot about cars, yeah, it'll be good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Even if you don't know anything about cars, like Need for Speed, Grand Theft Auto, like
That's
you
true.
you pull up, all right, Grand Theft Auto 5, you pull up to the garage, you get, hey, let me do this
What's going
upgrade.
on?
Oh,
Yeah.
this is what's in store right now. Everything else is sold out. You can buy it from the secondhand marketplace.
I wonder what the gem cost would be for that. So like, they can't charge. I feel like they can't charge that much as a collectible for a part. You know what I mean?
I think it's gonna be all dependent on like the car. Like that's it, because like, all right, as everyone famously says, when Lambo, because they are following Lamborghini. So
True.
when
True.
Lambo, that'll be nice. But a Lamborghini, you can't do everything. Well, you can, but it's not as popular to do everything on a Lamborghini. So it might be more rare to get that Lambo part compared to a GM part. You feel me?
Oh yeah,
They
definitely.
might drop 1,000 Lamborghinis and 4,444 Ecto ones. So
How's the collar going to work on something like a Lamborghini? Is everybody get the same color? Can you paint it and change the color? I wonder how that's going to work.
I think it's going to be the same thing as what happened with the rabbits. This is same exact thing. The assassin rabbit had a little bit of blood and a different eye color, which makes it stand out compared to the others.
Definitely.
The shiny blue makes it stand out. So they might just have different variations of, hey, you want this color, or this color. This one's a little bit more rare. We only made 300 of these,
Yeah, one might have a racing stripe or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Wonder how they'll differentiate it. Because if they release, paint jobs, if they release a purple, red, and lime green Lambo, they can't ever release that paint job again. Because then, a common purple one can turn into an ultra rare lime green one. So I
Right.
wonder how that would work to, show the difference between a common and the ultra rare.
Yeah, I
I'm
get
not
that.
sure. Yeah.
That
Yeah,
definitely be
but
interesting.
I think they might make it just a little bit easier. Like they might do not just one brand of like one model. Like instead of having like a Huracan or an Aventador and have 4 different colorways, they might have the Huracan that's red. You can have the Aventador that's yellow, the Urus, the truck that's bright green, and like the Huracan EVO, the Evo, that can be purple because it's a limited edition Lamborghini. And Lamborghini followers will understand that. Or if they have the SVJ, they will understand that. So
Yeah.
it just adds that little bit of collector niche to it, which I think is a good idea, especially with the Fast and Furious, already confirmed. So
Right. You want them to look like the ones in the movie.
Definitely.
yeah.
Yep.
Hey, but if they ever release like a WRX STI, can you go from stock, and if you wanted to add like coilovers to drop it, would that be like 10 gems, or would that be its own drop where it's like 40 gems just to get the coilovers? Then you can slam it, and then aftermarket exhaust. How many more gems could that cost? Or is it going to be like a cheaper investment?
I think it's gonna
Because you
well,
can sell it.
VeVe
I'm sure
Vault.
you'll be able to sell that car with those parts on it. So definitely be
You might
interesting
know
to
more
see.
about than I do. I don't know much about cars. I don't think they would have like maybe their own drop for parts though. I think that would be more like of you
Like the
order it.
accessories.
Yeah, order the accessories you want and have them customized.
Definitely.
Yeah, I think it might be like very similar to what they're gonna do with like the couches and the shelves.
Right.
Have a very high amount of runs just to give people that access.
They're probably
Yeah.
pretty cheap too.
You guys see the rug? There was a video on YouTube, and somebody had a rug in their vault.
A real was that they made it out of something or?
It was somebody. It was. It might have been Butt Thompson. was doing an update, and he has the end where he shows the everybody on Reddit.
Yep.
I believe somebody was going through their vault, and they had a nice black rug stretched
Oh,
down the
It was
vault.
a dragon girl. Yeah.
Yeah, on it, but it was on the rug, right?
Yeah. They turned it to the
Insane.
side. So the shelving was,
Oh,
That's pretty cool.
yeah, that was nice. That was nice. I did see that.
oh, that's how they did it.
Yeah. So if you take your dragon girl and just like,
Yeah, rotate it.
and then rotate it and have the long way,
Hmm.
that's your rug.
Okay, gotcha. That makes sense. I thought it was that they actually had a rug. It already came out. Somebody
No.
got access to it.
No,
leak.
no, they just, man, these
These guys are
their
creative.
minds be crazy. They be doing
I
some
still like
really
the
creative stuff.
the pride poster on the floor of the showroom. Still love that.
Make it look like
Yeah,
a
it's
club.
just, at
Definitely,
2 o'clock in the
like a club.
morning.
Yep.
At 2 o'clock in the morning, when you're looking at your phone, it's like always a rave. That's the problem. Because I'm like, Jesus, my phone is so bright. So
Yeah, turn on the brightness.
you still got a flash in your face every 3 seconds. So,
Definitely.
but I do really like that poster. It's really nice, aesthetically pleasing. Like, people sleep on that whole collection. Whatever.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think is going to happen to it on OpenSea? What's the price going to look like? Like, what are other people that aren't on VeVe going to think about it? How much would they be willing to pay for the first Givenchy commissioned art piece,
Yep.
NFT?
I personally
Definitely.
think once it hits OpenSea, we can hit like minimum 10K, 10 to 20K, easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
So my thing is,
because
I always wonder what brands aren't going to be able to be taken off of VeVe. So if for some reason, if you can't take the pride poster off, then what can it be worth then? How many people will see a VeVe collectible in OpenSea and say, I want to download this app and see what else they have, and they'll come over and see it? Will it increase in value, or they'll see a couple at floor price and buy it at floor, but how much more can it really go up?
I think the price might go down a little bit if they announce that they're not taking it off the app, but they did say that it would be mostly just really big brands that would have problems with it at first. So I think Givenchy will be one of the ones that we will be able to take off. I'm worried though that maybe Marvel we won't be able to take off at first until they get used to the idea.
Definitely, I was thinking that too, and same with DC now, maybe.
And
Yeah.
Going back to the Marvel point, Marvel supposedly handpicked VeVe only.
Oh, really?
So
Yeah, they did.
That's what there was some talks about it. So I don't see them being okay with them letting us take whatever we own
And
off
put
the
them
platform.
everywhere. Right.
I definitely don't see that happening. If they do, that'd be sweet, because I could definitely see it.
Whatever it's more accepted.
Oh yeah, Snap Iron Man would be going for some good money.
Oh man.
Yeah, but here's my thing. I think that even if they don't let us take it off of the app, right? The ones that they don't let us take off of the app is going to increase in value by so much more. Because if you think about it, we can't move it anywhere because the licensors won't let us. So all the other things that go onto OpenSea and Rarible or whatever the case may be, they're gonna be like, oh, this is so cool, but it's going to be 2D as I mentioned. It's not going to be a 3D item. It's not going to be as 3D as it could be in. You can't like AR it like Pokemon Go it right here. So they're going to come back to the app, and that's going to drive the utility of the actual collectible, not just, oh, hey, I got this NFT building some money. They actually want to use it because people enjoy the art. So
and also how popular the VeVe verse is. If it's really popular and people are going to be there all the time, then that's going to make the value go up because that's where they're going to be interacting with it anyway.
Yeah,
Definitely.
and like the fact that they can't take it off of the app means that it has so much value that it needs to be somewhere secure, that it's not going to be, oh yeah, my thing got stolen. I'm gonna go to VeVe and complain. Oh, please, Dan, please, Reese, please, David, please save me. Get my collectible back.
Right.
Nah, bro, you took it off the app. Sorry. I won't even give you the option to take it off the app.
Yep.
Definitely. I mean, I heard, I think Ray Fixie asked on his Twitter page what he thinks a full set of the Dragon Girls would be worth. And I think they said like 20 to 25K.
Mm-hmm.
So Makes me want to get that ultra rare, but dropping 2K gems, that's a lot of gems.
But it'll probably keep going up. I mean, there's less than 900, or really there's like less than 850 because they kept 40 of them, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Wait. Here's my question. If I know that they're going to keep on increasing the amount of collectibles that they keep because now they're keeping like 90, right?
Yep.
They're starting with the first 90. I don't know how the after 41 gets distributed and released, but they're holding 90 before it drops. So how is that going to work for scarcity? Because they can't keep on increasing it.
I think it adds to scarcity kind of because the more they take away, what's nice is that that first 40 they take away is the first 40 serials, but the next 50 are random. So it's not like they're taking all the 2 digits away or anything. And the
Yeah.
more they take away, that's the less that's available to the public. So that's added to scarcity. And hopefully they'll do something with it, like some type of contest or something, and give them some of them away to the community. And then people can have some like really low digits that you don't usually see. So who knows what's really going to come of them.
I wonder if as they keep releasing stuff and want to up the editions and they want to take more away, I wonder if they'll start taking off the back end too. Because if they take, the first 100, nobody's getting a double digit anymore. So I wonder if they'll start taking it off the other end.
I know that after they probably won't take any more than the first 40 because now that they're doing 90, they don't take any more than the first 40. So even if they increase the amount that they're taking, they're probably not going to take any more than the first 40. I know that first one's probably going to the museum, and then Dan's probably getting the second one, and Dave's getting the third one. Those are all accounted for, I'm sure. But after that, it's probably going to just stay random so that they don't make anybody mad. Some people want those last digits. Like I know one of the NFTs I have is like 1,000 of 1,000. That's one of my best serials.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's crazy because the serial numbers as well, like they're so valued in the long run.
Oh yeah.
Like that 41, man.
I don't know. I don't really think low serials are valuable in the long run. I don't hold on to them. I flip them. I mean, I come from the sports world, and I think that if we get mass adoption, how many NFT collectors are there compared to how many physical collectors there are? There's a whole lot of physical collectors. So their rules kind of will come into play if they take over. And their rules are they want to complete sets and they don't care as much about low serials. Now you have, of course, the big ballers and the people that are hardcore collectors who want certain things, and they're going to want the 2 digits, and maybe those will be more valuable going forward. But I think like the 3 digits, the 101s and 105s, they're probably going to end up being worth the same amount as any other one.
Mm.
I mean, I feel like a collectible is going to be worth what it's worth. I agree with you. I don't really care about the mint. It's cool to say, hey, I got a sub 1K set. That's awesome to say. But at the end of the day, if from one of these drops I get something too high, I'm just gonna end up keeping it. Because at least I have it.
Right.
And plus with the whole randomized editions now, what are the low editions really worth? I mean, I get it. Some people are into that stuff, but I feel like it kind of made it more randomized. So it kind of took away some value.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if people keep collecting those and paying up for them as we go forward. I know when I have the 190 Givenchy, and then whenever you get to the higher value stuff, I can't really get a whole lot more for it that I can for something that's a sub 200 uncommon that's worth 100. I can get 3 times the floor price, but for a Givenchy, I can't even get 1.5 times the floor price.
Exactly.
So that should tell you something about it.
You think how much is somebody willing to go to? If VeVe pops off and we get, I know we have like Kanye West already, but if we have some design people that like designer stuff, then I could see it really getting up there in value. But to a superstar, well, what's a mid number?
Right.
Then they're not going to be like, oh, I want the 41. They're not going to care at all.
Probably not, especially if they're just putting it up in their whatever it is that they're putting it up in. Maybe it's a vault or the VeVe so that they can show it off to their buddies. They're not going to show off the number.
Exactly. Yeah, they don't care about that.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people will care about it, but there will be that select few, like, you know, the Floyd Mayweathers,
The Ray
who-
Fixies.
the Ray Fixies,
Great
you know,
pixies.
everyone who understands that all these, yo, this first appearance, first edition, this is the first one out. This is the first, you know, these people who spend millions of dollars on the Lamborghini collection, people who spend $1 million a year to maintain their Lamborghini collection alone. You know, they're like, it's only gonna cost me one Lamborghini to just buy a 41 first ever Lamborghini minted on this app, digital licensed NFT, you know, that I can fucking race if I want to in this fucking digital world that they have. Whatever.
Yep.
I'll drive it to the movie theaters. My fucking AR glasses. Excuse my language. I'm gonna need to edit that out.
Yeah,
But crazy.
it's gonna be awesome.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So where do you see VeVe going after Comic-Con now? You know, now that the whole update that Comic-Con's kind of out, VeVe's kind of out of Comic-Con, supposedly. Where do you see us going?
Man, I know I want to see what this whole metaverse thing is. I know they put on there this is not the VV verse, but it is. I think it runs on Unity, which is the same thing the VV verse is going to be built on. So it's going to be similar. So I do want to see what it kind of feels like. And then after we get that idea, you know, we're going to be able to think about what the stuff that we're collecting is going to look like in there. So we might get a better idea of what we want to start stocking up on.
Definitely. Do you see the user base jumping up? Like, you know, I expected it to go up a lot after Comic-Con. I expected the price on the NFTs to go up too. What do you think is going to happen on that aspect?
I mean, since we didn't get into Comic-Con, I don't know if we're going to see a big change this weekend, but it's all about the marketing. Whenever they start getting the word out more, then we'll be able to see the big jump in the user base. But then again, whenever we start having Marvel drops, that might start doing it right there.
Exactly. So so now that we're not in this Comic-Con, what do you think VeVe will use next to kind of try to announce themselves?
Well, I could definitely see them doing something at November's Comic-Con, which would be cool. But
Yeah.
until then, I'm just hoping they're using that new Rand marketing firm. I can't remember exactly what it's called. They hired this new really high-tech marketing
Yeah,
firm. Really high power.
RMPNK.
Yeah, they're one of the best ones in the industry. So I'm sure they got some stuff planned. I'm sure they're good at their jobs. They know what they're doing. I just don't know when it's coming.
Definitely. It's going to be, I think it's going to be a surprise for all of us,
Right.
you know, but I was expecting to see a huge jump in everything, you know, week after this weekend, next weekend. I thought things was going to skyrocket, but
I
I don't
mean,
think anymore.
if Ray Fixie picks some stuff out, that stuff's gonna keep going up. So just keep an eye on his stuff. Everything he touches goes up. I mean, Superman's probably gonna keep going up.
Oh yeah. So
Yeah,
I was
he actually made a bet with someone, 10 Supermans, that Superman's gonna be at 2K by December and 5K,
Crazy.
no, 2K, something like that, 2K by December and
2K by
5K by like next year,
Yeah.
mid-summer or something.
Hmm.
But that's
Crazy.
interesting to say. He bet 10 Supermans.
Right. I got my one Superman. I know I bought one the other day. I saw him tweet just at the beginning when he was going. He's like, "I'm going to pump it right now." So I bought one for like, I don't know, 400, and then 24 hours later I sold it for 500. I was like, "I'll take my $100 profit and go home."
There
I
you
still
go.
got my one that I'm keeping.
Same
Yep.
here.
Yep.
At one point I had 4 and I said, yeah, it's not worth it to me.
Right.
I sold off the 3. I kept the 1. I'm happy with that.
I kind of like having just one thing for something that I'm holding long term. I wish I had more money where I can stock up on the stuff that I want to keep. I mean, at one point, I like the Harley Quinn Bruce Timm. That's my favorite. At one point, I had 5 of those, and I was
Oh,
holding
wow.
on to them for a while, but I'd already doubled my money on them. So I went ahead and sold all except for my favorite, which was number 1956, is the one I hold on to. So I went ahead and sold the rest back and took my profit. But now, I mean, they're up to what, 200 something now, aren't they?
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder how this is going to be in 2 years. Will it just flop? Will people just forget about VeVe, or will it take off for real?
It's going to be interesting to see what happens when they hit immutable X. I think that's going to change everything, and we're going to see what the future really is going to look like.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And I also do think that it's gonna be pretty big once we are able to be listed on new exchanges because of that move to Immutable X. You know, that's just going to
I
open
forgot
up
about new exchanges. People haven't talked about that in so long. It used to be the thing that everybody talked about. Now we don't even think about it. But once we hit Mutable X, that's going to be a whole new game changer too.
Yeah,
Having changes.
like no one realizes that Coinbase, one of the biggest exchanges in the world, or biggest exchange in the United States, sent everyone a message about VeVe and Marvel collaboration. That's 53 million. 53 million users got emailed about this app. So you think that they're not going to list it? It's going to be one of the cheapest and one of the best coins that they have on their list with an actual product with people backing it. So I think it's inevitable. That blow is going to be bananas once we have it in the front of normal eyes.
I don't know how long it's gonna take, you know? That's kind of the question.
Gotta be patient, man. I guess I know whenever I first got into it, I was into crypto for the first time. I was expecting for it to blow up like really, really fast. I'm like, what's taking so long? But I've realized now that you just gotta wait and wait for them to do their thing. It's their company and they're gonna go at their own pace. If you're invested, then I don't even look at the price no more. I don't have a whole lot of on me. I had 500,000 when I first started, and then I was like I've told a few people I wrote down the wrong seed phrase and re-formatted my phone and lost it all like I knew.
Yeah.
But now I'm starting buying a little bit more. I got like 300,000, but I don't pay attention to the only price or anything because I know that it's just going to go as the company goes. Whenever the company blows up, it'll blow up.
Yeah, I agree. You know, on our interview with the Gale, I was kind of saying that as well. I'm not really the big Omi guy.
Right.
The collectibles is where it's at for me. I'm all over those, but I'm probably sitting on like 150K Omi just to say I contributed. And if something happens to it, great. But the collectibles is definitely what I see popping off.
Yeah, I like the collectibles a lot more too. I mean, you can do stuff with the collectibles. What can you do with the Omi tokens?
Well, now that, yeah, exactly. That's how I thought too. And then after seeing Hello K's video, I'm scratching my head like, shit, maybe I should go get a little bit more.
Yeah, I gotta find out more about how staking works. So that is pretty interesting.
Yeah, so staking's gonna be great. Now, I know that they said that you can't stake, that they can't stake in the app because of security reasons and all that good stuff. I completely understand. You know, the SEC is no one to be messed with. But they were mentioning, you know, golden capes or whatever the case may be. And last night, Frank Kozik was saying he was asking if they'll be able to make his labbits like poop diamonds. So that'll be interesting to see. Just like if they made a Ripmo animation, you just pooped out a labbit diamond and was able to use that for, you know, 5 seconds off your next Frank Kozik drop.
That'd be pretty awesome.
That would be
So-
pretty nice.
So that they touched upon a little bit with the Omi tokens as a prize in Hello K's video. He said that, you know, it would be given as a reward if you get X amount of sets, maybe, because giving it as a reward is different than just giving it away for no reason.
Right, because that takes away that securities problem they were having.
Exactly. Yeah. So if the master collector says, hey, get to rank 5, we'll give you, 200 Omi, whatever it may be, that's the way to get some.
Nice. I like that. Cool. And I like that you're gonna be able to sell your NFTs for Omi too, so I can build up my bag that way.
That's
Yeah,
another thing I'm kind of stoked for, because
yeah, that's gonna be great. I can't wait.
somebody buying gems with Omi the other day, and I almost caved in and sold some gems because I really wanted that Omi. I mean, I'll just wait. I'll hold off.
Yeah, Comic-Con's, it just started, but man, after Comic-Con, I guess. See if he's still around. You know,
That's the thing. There's no such thing as Comic-Con anymore right now.
We gotta wait for the next big thing.
these Comic-Con exclusive are still a thing. I don't care what anyone says, these tags is here.
Oh yeah,
You know,
definitely.
that's
No
it.
doubt.
And I think that's why these are going to retain so much value. It's either going to be the Comic-Con drop that didn't happen, or it's going to be the Comic-Con drop that popped off because it didn't happen.
Yeah.
It's kind of historic for VeVe, especially if VeVe is going to be around in 15, 20 years. You go back to the first Comic-Con and how that didn't even happen. You still got the CEs from that. That's probably going to make them extra valuable.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. I don't know. I think it kind of depends on what the next CE is going to be. if the next one's Marvel, I think people are gonna forget about these.
That's true.
They're gonna go down the drain. But if it's kind of the same as it's been this time, I see it. I see these holding some good value.
Yeah, first is always best.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, and like, this is the way I see it is these are all going to be the next Todds. And there's no matter all the posters out there, all the other NFTs, a Todd is a Todd at the end of the day. You can't go wrong
yeah.
with the first NFT they ever made. This is the first Comic-Con drop they ever made. This is the only tag that they have that's not an FA or an FE or nothing.
Yeah.
So
Right.
I think that's big on itself.
Definitely gonna be interesting.
I think those prices are going to go down a little bit too this weekend. Might be a good time to start snagging those up before they go up in price, because they're going to go up in
Yeah.
value pretty quick.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope I can get some
You-
stuff.
You think the con exclusives?
I'm sorry.
You think the con exclusives are gonna go up even more, or just everything in general?
No, I think the con exclusive in particular are going to go up pretty quick. I mean, it might take a week or two, depends on what next weekend's drop is. But I think with those being the low mints and those being the CEs and those being the first CEs, that people are going to just start grabbing onto those, and they're going to start disappearing off the market. And whenever they're down to like only 4 or 5% on the market, then that price starts going up.
I could see that.
Yeah.
I ended up, I was hoping that nothing was gonna sell at more than 2 times retail price, but
Mhm.
clearly clearly that got blown away. I was wishful thinking. So
Yeah,
I
I was
thought I was
hoping
gonna
the
walk
book
away
would
with
be-
like 2 sets of each, but
I was hoping the Book of Dead would be cheaper than the rest for some reason, because people are acting like they didn't like it, but it ended up being the most expensive, because I would have bought 2 or 3 of those.
I'm surprised actually how much that ended up costing. I mean, what's that, 350 right now?
I think so.
Yeah, 340. I just checked. Yeah, that's in the same price. It's a 7x right there.
You think so? Like, honestly, I don't think it's that bad, because if you think about it, it's the only one that's not a statue out of everything else. I know that it was
Yeah.
going to be sought after, because everyone can have a statue in different color. Like, cool, I get it. Cool, you got the gold one. Cool.
Sure, I can
But-
see that, but I feel like with the Dragon Girls, they're all statues too. There's something they're supposed to just stand there and not do anything. I feel like the book is my favorite, so
Does
I'm
the
not
book do
gonna try
anything,
it.
guys?
The book doesn't do anything.
Not yet, but some people speculate that it will one day. The thing I like about the book is that it's an artifact of an actual item, like that Lovecraft wrote long ago, compared to other things that are like fictional items.
True. I mean, I like it. I like it a lot. It's probably my favorite drop from today out of everything. But it is kind of random just sitting in the showroom if you can't finagle it some way.
You're right. What do you do? That's why I said I want to have 3 or 4 so you can put it on a bookshelf or something. I don't know what you do with one book.
It's that even on a bookshelf, you got one book. That doesn't look too impressive.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to decide, because, like, honestly, I only have 2 statues. I think I have the gold and the bronze, but I really wanted that book. I really, really want that book. Like, do I spend the 350 gems right now and buy it, or do I wait for tomorrow's drop and be able to secure that?
I think if you're hoping for a down price, like the price to go down a little bit, your best bet's to wait before the drop tomorrow. People might be hurting for some gems and just
Yeah.
trying to get it off. Or if you want to roll the dice, wait till Sunday. Wait to see what they release. People might drop it for 300, 280.
You always have the option of waiting 3 days after the drop for the auctions, when all the auctions end at the same time. You see, whenever drops happen, most of the people
Yeah.
a lot of people put stuff up for auction. So 3 days from that time, all the auctions end at the same time. People run out of gems pretty quick, and those last auctions start going for cheap.
Yeah, I got a whole bunch of auctions in at the moment, so they're
Nice.
loaded and they ready.
Right.
So if anything pops up, I'm in there.
I mean, the Jade is a little bit down in price right now. It's at 215. I think earlier it was like 250, 260.
Wow.
I think it was like the favored one.
I might buy a Jade for 200 if it goes that low. That's pretty good.
That's definitely
Yeah.
not bad.
Yeah.
I was very surprised how these did aftermarket. I thought the idols were stupid, just another stupid statue, but hey, they actually killed it. I'm proud of them. And
Yeah,
I'm not the same thing for tomorrow. These posters are stupid, but I mean the Back to the Future one I like, the Jaws one I like.
I like that Jaws one. It's
I'm
dope.
like, I'm
The
like, all
Jaws
right,
one
another
looks cool.
another mirror. So we'll see what they turn into.
Right.
Yeah, well, I'm not so sure what the actual, you know, I thought that they were gonna maybe keep the market closed for the whole weekend. I'm glad that they were able to actually get us in
That would have been bad.
pretty smoothly.
People would
know,
be
'cause-
mad if the marketplace was closed. They want to flip fast.
yeah, like
Definitely.
Discord and Telegram was flooded, and some of these deals that they were talking about, like I wish I could have snagged them up, but they're like, oh yeah, sorry, nope, it's done, market's open.
What I
Sorry,
see on the market, I seen some crazy low mid numbers being sold at regular prices.
like
So how do you
retail.
guys do on those? Are you good at grabbing those when they pop up? Because I can
No,
never get those ever.
no,
What's the trick? I wish the
No,
trick was.
I was actually upset. I seen the Night Watch rabbit. I seen a sub 200 for like I think it was like 315, and I wasn't fast. I wasn't fast enough.
yeah, I
Right.
think.
And then I seen a 295 for 340. I ended up getting that one, so I was pretty happy.
It is good.
I mean, I'm not like I said earlier. I'm not really the mid number guy, but if there's a low number and there's a bunch of high numbers, I'm obviously gonna grab that one first.
Definitely.
So I mean, I seen it, took it. I'm pretty stoked with it. That's pretty much what I did after the drops when the marketplace opened. I just kept refreshing. I seen the last 4 to 8 that were posted, the lowest, and just trying to see if there's anything I like.
So do you go to the new listings page or do you go to that one NFTs page and then look at the floor and relist from there?
So I go to the one that I want. So I got the hunter. So
Yep.
my next favorite was the Night Watch. So I went directly there. I just kept
That's
I
what
went only those.
But I don't know if that works well because I can't seem to get them from there. I'm starting to think that maybe the people at the new listings, maybe they get posted on the new listings first before they go to that page, and those people have an advantage because I'm trying to figure out what the trick is to get those ones that are really low that people are putting up for too cheap, but you have to get it right there that second or you don't get it at all.
Yeah,
I wonder if if I whoever owned the 295 before me, if they seen that 1200 or 1500 was selling for like 320, maybe they just threw it up for 340. So I had to scroll down a little bit to find it.
Right.
Like I said, I went down a couple numbers. Some people could have bought the lower one to move it up on the queue.
Yeah, I do that sometimes. I'll look at whatever the floor is, and then I'll go to lowest edition and scroll through for the see if there's anything kind of close to that, and if it's a 2-digit, 3-digit, something like that.
Definitely.
my thing about that is, do you have to keep on constantly refreshing it to make sure that you're at the top of the list of like the most active? Because when you
Yeah.
click into it at that price, it's gonna say that, oh, you can't buy because of reasons, blah 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 blah. Like,
You should
That's
refresh that page over and over.
yeah. I think when it says that, when it says you can't buy it and it shows the reasons, I think it already sold.
Yep.
yeah, it does.
Yeah.
But-
So what I usually do is I back up to where it shows everything that's in the sale for that NFT, scroll all the way up and refresh.
Yep.
It sucks, but it's kind of a game. Scavenger hunt without the metaverse.
Right.
Okay,
Wonder if that metaverse is open yet.
no, it's not. I just checked.
Well,
Thanks. All right, guys.
Unfortunately,
I got the kids in here wanting to come back in here and play Call of Duty. They were playing zombies on Call of Duty, and I kicked them out, and they're yelling at me. So
yeah, no, thanks, man. It's been a pleasure to have you on here.
I appreciate y'all having me on here. I was just watching y'all's interview with the gal, so I was excited to be here with you.
thank you. I appreciate it. If you ever find any tips or tricks to help us out along the way, 'cause, you're pretty successful at it. We appreciate any advice from you guys.
Oh yeah, no doubt, absolutely.
Cool.
All right,
Thank
thanks,
you.
man. We appreciate it. Have a great night, man.
Have a great night.
Appreciate all the help you give and the
problem,
support in the community.
Good luck
this
tomorrow.
weekend. Yeah, good luck this weekend with the rest of the drops.
Hey, you too, man.
Definitely.
All right, see
Take
ya.
care, bud.
Thanks, guys.
All right, bye.
Bye.
I like it. It was good.
He's out.
Yeah. All right, man. I'll drop this video.
I'm
Sorry.
staying up. Ollie's sleeping. Katie's out. Got the night to myself.
All right, cool. Yeah, my phone's dead, bro. Like,
My shit's at like 5% legit.
oh,
Fuck, this dog kept barking. I want to beat the shit out of her, man. I left the door open. I'm like, go out, come in, go out, come in, shut the fuck up. I went through a whole thing of treats to keep him quiet. Nothing worked.
Jesus, crazy. But yeah, bro, it's getting late. Everyone's asleep.
You coming over for that drop tomorrow?
Let me talk to this lady. I'll text you once my phone's open.
I seen you look for the yes or no. That's cute.
I'm in the kitchen. She's in her bed.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
No, I'm just looking at
Jade?
statues. No, that was gold.
Bro, I didn't want to tell you on there with him, but if you're gonna buy the Jade, try to cop that now. It's at 215, bro. It's not a crazy good mint. It's a 1906, but that's the lowest it's been. They were 250, 260 all day.
My phone's dead.
Charge it. There's a 215, a 217, a 219. I mean, do you? But I'm just saying.
Yo, what's up with them gems, bro?
I know. I need them too.
Nothing.
No, I'll try to hit them back up. I need them. I'm not running out. I'm not trying to sound like that, but I'm hitting them right now. No.
All right, man. But I'll let you go. I'll text you.
All right, buddy. Try to have a good night.
You too, Pimpin.
I'll be up early, so hit me up if you want to come over.
All right, cool.
All right.
All right, peace.
Peace.